Alright guys, welcome back to part 6 of my FM19 Leeds United save. This is a very pivotal moment in our season. I'll go through why that is in a moment in regards to transfers and results. So obviously in the last episode we got a 1-0 defeat to West Brom, which was pretty devastating considering they were a recently promoted team. We obviously did get injuries to Jack Clark halfway through. Not ideal. But then in the next game we played Leicester and we actually managed to beat them 1-0. Get a bit of payback after we lost 2-0 in the second game of the season. So, have a quick look at that. So it was Roof who got the goal. He got that early in the second half. And as a team we played really well. Our defence was really solid. Douglas got player of the match. It actually, I think that was credited the assist for him, even though it was deflected off the goalkeeper. Oh, I didn't credit him in the assist, but either way, he still played really well. And we deserved to win. It was a really good game. Then we played Hull, which was our FA Cup third round match. We actually managed to win this one 2-0. Shackleton with an early goal, and Chaved who got a goal almost midway through the second half. So it came out here to Gucci. He passed it into Shackleton, and just look at that finish. Really lovely finish into the bottom corner. Douglas whips in a free kick, and it gets fumbled in by Chaved, but 2-0 win, we thoroughly deserved to win that. If we look at the match stats, we were very much on top of them in that game. Obviously they are a championship side, and they're fairly low in the championship 16, so it is a game you'd expect us to win, but we managed to do it quite comfortably. Then we got 2-0 defeat to Watford. This was incredibly disappointing. In terms of the stats, it was a fairly even game. We had a lot more of the ball. But as you can see here, Chaved got a red card when we were already 1-0 down. He got a red card on the 66th minute. And really there was no chance we were going to get back into the game from that point. So Walker Peters a really nice goal. Thought it might have been offside, but very nice goal. And then really good hit from Mann to finish off their scoring. So unfortunately we lost that game 2-0. Then we came up against Cardiff. We played them earlier in the season and we lost 1-0 to them. And we managed to lose 1-0 to them again. Liam Kelly, who we actually were looking at signing. Overall we played really poorly, even though we had better statistics. But Liam Kelly, we tried to sign him at the beginning of the season. He had a release fee, I think about $2.5 million. I was looking at doing it, but I didn't think he was quite ready for the jump up to the Premier League. But he manages to score a goal there against us and got another loss against Cardiff. So really disappointing. Then we played this game I didn't actually have planned into the schedule. Didn't realise it was going to be so soon after the third round. But we came up against Blackpool, who were a League One team in the FA Cup fourth round. And we managed to win that one 2-0. Comfortable, I'd say. Fairly comfortably. Both our goals come in the first half. If I remember rightly, there's an absolute rocket from Roof. We'll make sure this is slowed right down. It came out from a counter-attack. Maria runs up the field with the ball. Lovely pass into Roof, and he's thunderbolted that into the top corner. Really, really nice goal. And Phillips whips in a free kick. Jansen's there, and Cooper gets his head on it. So it's a nice little match-up in the box from the centre-back. So that went really well. Really happy to get that. So the next game we're going to play is Liverpool. That is it's actually today. It's an evening kick-off though, so we've still got quite a while before that one kicks off. And what I want to do is show you the transfers now. Okay, so we're here on the transfer page here. You can see there's one signing we made. He was actually a free agent, so we managed to find him. And if we look at his stats here, pretty good deep line playmaker. His marking's really poor for kind of a deep line player. He does need to be improved in that regard, but he's got some pretty good technicals, some good mentals. Again, he's not amazing. His physicals are pretty poor, but this guy came in for free. He's on £3,000 a week. It's really not going to hurt us. And he says he has really good potential, so he's the sort of player that I'm probably going to loan out. I'm actually going to set that because I haven't done so yet. So he's quite an interesting transfer. I think he'll do alright. If we look at his history, he's been in an academy in Nigeria. Yeah, I mean, nothing's really happened competitively. He's done alright. But he looks like the sort of player that could come in quite handy with a good 2 years experience of first team playing. He could do quite well. And like I said, free transfer, so you can't go wrong. Now here's Cal George. He's now turned 18. Obviously, we signed him for 13 million. He is now worth 21 million according to the stats. And if you look at him, he's absolutely insane. Loyal, wonder kid, really good physicals, really good mentals, really good finishing. Not much he really needs to work on in terms of his technicals. Maybe heading could be slightly better, maybe passing could improve a couple points. In terms of his mentals, he's got really good composure and anticipation, which is brilliant for a forward. I would play him as an advanced forward probably. Poacher could work as well, but I think... I don't think Poacher really takes advantage of that 14 dribbling, which is really good, so maybe we'll play him as an advanced forward. But yeah, he's just come into the team, made a substitute appearance for us in the Cup. So, yeah, that's really good. I mean, obviously he played 88 games already at 18 years old for this team here. Already got 30 goals, so he's looking fantastic. Comes in as an important player for the squad. So, that's lovely to see. In terms of the outgoings, there's no big outgoings. We've got De Bock, who was on loan last season. He has now left the club for 725,000. I don't think we played him. Oh, he made 7 appearances for Leeds in 3 years. He didn't make any appearances for us, put it that way. So he goes for 750,000, not too bothered. We've got Will Huffer, who looks like a really good goalkeeper for a 21-year-old. He is on loan now to Scunthorpe in League One. I think he'll be pretty good. He's not had as much game time as you'd hope. He's had none. I think he's had, 3 games for us? 3 games for us. He's been alright. He did alright in them 3 games. But it's time he gets some regular first-team football. Got Bailey Clements, a really good young prospect, 19 years old. He was on loan at Notts County in the first half of the season. But they were in League 2 and I felt like he needed a bit more of a challenge. So we've sent him on loan to Bradford City in League 1. Already picked up an assist, he's doing really well. Malik Wilkes, actually not a bad striker in terms of his physicals. His needs to work on his finishing. But he's not a bad player. He's on loan to the Championship side Shrewsbury. Hopefully he can do well there. 2 appearances, 1 goal already. It's looking really good. Hopefully he can do something. And then we got Kuban. He's been at the club since 2017. He was on loan last season. I mean, what can I say? I don't really like the look of him. Nothing personal, I just think his technicals are really lacking. Although his physicals are good, but that's it really. His physicals are really poor. At 25 years old, they're not really going to improve, so we've let him go for just under £1 million. In terms of... Oh, where are we going? Transfer history. Has a free transfers. Nothing there. Keep pressing the wrong button. What was the other thing we've got? Future transfers, we've got Usama. Really poor. He's a really poor striker. He's gone for free and he'll be joining in the summer. And I think there is one more. Maybe I'm making that up. But now this is where things get really interesting. This is when I said there's a pivotal point in the season. And I'll show you that now. Pontus Jansson, if we go... From Real Madrid, we receive a £23.5 million offer. Now, if you see agent feedback here, it says, my client is incredibly interested in speaking to Real Madrid and made a lot of convincing to stay at the club, which is devastating. He has been phenomenal for us. Look at his average ratings. He's managed to maintain 7.19 over both seasons. He's just an incredible player. Look at his statistics, 16 tackling, 14 marking, really good jumping and heading. 6'5". He's really, really good. Now, I obviously don't want to sell him, so I'm going to try and persuade him to stay. I want Champions Cup football, and Real Madrid can offer me Champions Cup football. It's really as simple as that. And now, obviously, we can't argue with that. I think... This is not a bad shout, actually, because we've got quite a few things we can go for. We could say, I appreciate your reasons for wanting to go, but we can't lose you for the rest of this season. I'll sanction a move on the condition that a loan back clause is agreed. Obviously these I can't really... We're obviously not going to be able to get Champions League football, so that's just not going to work. We could say about leaving a team as kind of cohesive as ours, but I don't think that's really going to work. Obviously, we know he's a team leader. I don't want to say you're going nowhere. I just want to say to him that... Okay, alright, he does want to go. If we get a reasonable fee, then... I don't think we're going to be able to convince him. I know we will not lose him for... Okay, he's not going to agree to that. That is fine. Clean break. Any bids that meet our valuation. I think we're going to go in at something like 28. He's saying 21. Jesus Christ. 25. 22 and a half. Oh. Okay, he's really unhappy now. Jeez, this is really bad. I think we're going to have to accept the offer. I don't think there's really much way around this. Because he's a team leader. He's going to cause so much upset in the dressing room. Or he'll cause upset in the dressing room if we sell him. But he'll probably cause more if we don't. He wants to go to Real Madrid. Can we really get in his way? I mean... Look at that team. We definitely can't get in his way. We're going to have to accept the offer. I'm absolutely gutted. 14 mil up front could rise to 23.5. Do you know what? It's a really bad offer. Like, after 50... Is he really going to make 50 league appearances with Ramos and Varane in the team? Oh, we're going to have to accept it. We're going to have to accept it. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do that. But it looks like we're going to have to do it. Now, we've got offers for Igor, who is that free transfer we bought in. They're offering to pay for him. Now, it's actually two teams in Nigeria. I'm going to be honest, mate. I want you to be playing at a higher level. No offence to the Nigerian Premier League. But I feel like, you know, Championship and League One are probably better. We're going to go into the game now. Obviously, we might have to look for a centre-back. We do have Matt Clark, who's a really good backup. We've got Helm, who's really good. Do you know what? Helm, to be fair, could start. So could Clark. I just worried that with the impact that Janssen's having on our team, we can't really afford to not replace him. But I think we'll worry about that straight after the game. So in terms of our schedule, we've got Man United in 4 days. So I'm a bit worried about that. But we are going to use our full-strength team. Now I think we're going to put Alioski on the left. Arguably not our full-strength team, but we should need to go for it. We're going to put Clark in. He's just come back from injury, but he can probably get 75 minutes. Says he can do 45, oh dear. We can play... There's no one else that can really play in that, but who can play here? Roberts... Do you know what? Oh, Roberts hasn't got any fitness. Interesting. I'm going to bring Roberts in as a worst case scenario for one of the wings. I'd rather not use him if I can help it, but we've got a couple of players on international duty, which is incredibly obnoxious. They're not back until after the United game. What else can we do here? So we can take out Size for Shackleton. Size had a couple of games in a row, not really done much. Phillips, again, not really done that much for us. I think we'll put... I'm going to leave him in. Hopefully he can turn his fortune round. Going forward, we aren't going to put... He's not got enough match sharpness to start the game. We're going to bring him on probably at half time, depending on how Roof does. But I think that's going to be our team. We could go... I'm going to put it to cautious. We're going to try... We're going to bring our defensive line back a little bit because we're not the quickest defence. But that's the team that's going to go up and face Liverpool. Away from home. We are expecting nothing from this game. We are probably expecting to get battered, although we have picked up some good results against some big teams so far. So hopefully, if we can avoid defeat, I'll be happy. And we're 2 minutes in, and Alexander-Arnold has already scored a free kick. Fantastic. So, not a great start. at all. I want to actually I want to change that view, but we won't be able to. Can Salah offer anything? Milner into Sancho. They signed Sancho, Henderson, Robertson, Salah, and Salah scored a header. That's when you know it's bad. 15th goal of the season. I mean, this is going from bad to worse. Quickly pause it and change this, just so we got something else on the screen. This is going really badly. Within 5 minutes, we were already 2-0 down. Alexander-Arnold controlling the game. Alright. I think we're going to have to change to regroup rather than counter-press, because they're able to... Oh, what's he doing? Missing the header? Oh my. I think we're going to change to regroup, just so we've got players behind the ball. We're probably going to bring that line of engagement... No, we need to bring the line of engagement up. Leave it as it was. Leave it as it was, sorry. Need to go slightly more direct with our passing. Keep a low tempo. We don't want to lose the ball. That'll be the worst thing we can do. The good news is Salah's fitness is already really low, so hopefully he'll be off early in the second half. Probably not before he scores, though. Brilliant challenge. Oh, they've almost scored again. Oh, I don't know what to do. And is that 3-0 for Moso? Looks like it's going to be... Oh, okay. It's offside. Good, 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 good. There's been way too many highlights in this game for my liking. Do you know what? I think we're going to have to change. I don't know what we can really do. The only thing I can really think about is bringing our midfielders down. Our wingers down. The main problem is they can't really play them positions, but I think we're going to have to go for it. I don't know why I said that we're happy with our performance, because we're 2-0 down, but what can you expect against the... I mean, they're winners, aren't they? They're winning mentality. But we're going to bring them back to try and sort of be a bit more defensively solid. I think we're going to go against our kind of morals of how we play. We're going to bring our defensive line lower, and our line of engagement lower as well. Going to pass into space, but we will try and be more expressive with our passing. I don't really know what we can do here. We're going to have to make a couple of changes in a second, because Jack Clark probably won't be able to make the whole game. In fact, we're already going to make our changes. So George is going to come on, and Coyle can play that role okay. He's the only one who can. Oh, Alioski can play that role right. We're gonna... where can Alioski play? Not really anywhere other than the attacking midfield roles. We're going to change our system massively now. Going to bring Roberts in. Can he play that central role? He can. Not very well, but he can. Play him as a shadow striker. We're going to put Clark in the middle with Albeck as a deep line playmaker on support. Two playmakers going to get each other's way. Maybe we should put them both in that defensive role. I don't know if that's going to work. I get the feeling it won't. But ultimately, what else can we do at this stage? Yeah, this isn't going to work, is it? But okay, we're going to put Gucci as the support deep line playmaker. I mean, it does mean we've used all our subs now. It's fine. We used all our subs, that's fine. 3-0 down anyway. Hopefully, I mean, we can get a little bit more control in this game. Maybe just get a goal, just nick a goal. But not before Chamberlain scores. 4-0. I mean, we feel like we knew this was going to... Wait, 3-0. Okay, 3-0. We knew this was going to happen. Fortunately, it's... I thought maybe we could nick a draw. And we've lost the ball again. Whatever is going on, it's just not working. Okay. Come on, Gucci, what can you do with it? Aylin? Phillips? Albeck? Can you play him? He's played George through. Oh, good save from Allison. Blimey, that was close. Almost got his first goal for the club. But can we do something here? Whoever took the corner could have ran back a bit faster there. Gotta encourage the team. Come on, guys. I mean, it's been a battering, hasn't it? We played definitely. Looks like we played better. I don't know if they took the foot off the gas or it was our tactical change. We definitely played better in the second half. Second half was probably quite an even game, but apart from Shackleton, no one's really done well there. Casillas had a nightmare. Unlucky boys. We're not disappointed. We've been outplayed. Can't expect to really show up against. As long as we try and make an effort, I think we did. So that is an absolute shame. But what we're going to do, because obviously that's the end of the game now, we took a look at the league table. Hold a team meeting. Everyone's getting a bit low. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Look at the table. We're in 10th, 1 point above Burnley now. So we're still 13 points clear of relegation. We're pretty much not going to go down. I think that's a given at this stage. I don't think we're going to be able to make European football. I think we're going to have to just settle for mid-table, which is alright. I'm fine with that. Would be nice to do better, but we can't expect miracles. So that's where we are in the table. What I'm going to do, we'll do this team meeting really quick as well. So passionately, I'm really keen not to let our heads drop, and they're happy. Everyone's really happy with that. Everyone's really pleased. Look at that morale; it's gone up really nicely. So, I'm gonna actually, before we get into the next any sort of final transfers that come through, I'll take you to a clip that I recorded earlier on today, before the episode, just to show you a bit of interesting news. So. Stay tuned for that. Just thought I'd really quickly interject here with a really quick update. We've actually had a job interview offer from Everton. We are on the 9th of January now. I've still got a couple more games to play before we jump back into the episode. This will just go somewhere after the intro. But I thought it would be worth mentioning. I've actually had a job interview offer from West Ham and Leicester as well. I hadn't mentioned it to this point, but now we've got a third one. It's quite interesting. I don't have any intention of leaving. I do want to finish the season with Leeds, but I just thought it'd be worth mentioning. So we'll carry on with the rest of the video. Alright guys, welcome back. So that was just a little clip, obviously to show you the job interview that I got, and obviously I had a couple before then. But that was just for, I'd chuck that in the middle. So here we are. This is a shortlist I've just made called Centre Back January. Now, obviously, we've pretty much conceded we're going to lose Janssen. He's an incredible player. We really need someone really good who can jump in and do a job for us. So we've got a little shortlist. This is comprised of people who were recommended to me earlier in the season. I also did a search on players scouted for players who had had at least 10 international appearances. Age wasn't relevant, literally just be a centre-back and had at least 10 international appearances. I did that just on the basis that if you've got international experience, you're probably quite good. These are the players that come up. I didn't really do anything else just because I don't have time to scout loads of players at this stage, and we don't want to buy someone without knowing a lot about them. These are just players that have already been scouted for us. So, I've searched by value. Now, we'll start off with Ben Godfrey. He's a really good player, really versatile. He can play ball, play and defender really well. His physicals are quite good. I'm quite happy with them. He's only 6 foot, which is quite low, but it's manageable. But he's got really good physicals. Maybe his aggression's quite low. But like I say, he's really versatile, so he can play in that defensive midfield role if needed. Now, his passing's good, his first touch is good. That's what's good about the ball playing defender part. His heading is quite low. 12 jumping reach is also quite low, which is quite off-putting. Now, apparently we can get him for 9.25 million, which would surprise me. He hasn't got a release clause or anything like that. I am tempted to make an offer of 9.5 million. Cannot play competitive match for another club before... Oh, okay, we can't sign him anyway, because he's already played for 2 clubs. since start of the season, so he's a no-go. We are actually going to remove him. So now we've got Chancellor Mbemba, who I think might be my first choice to begin with. I think that's who I'm looking at. Apparently we can get him for 14.5 million. Now he's got really good tackling, 15. Passing and first touch is okay, good enough. Really good teamwork and work rate, which is really good. I'm really happy with those. His mentals are okay, could be better, but not bad. Physicals, again, not bad, could be better. The only problem we have, player traits argue with officials. It's not ideal, and he could look to bend the rules a little bit, but if we look at here, he's requested to leave, international experience, enjoys big matches, fairly consistent. I think he might be the one, but obviously we do have a couple of other options. We've got Sané, who's got really good heading, really good jumping reach, well, quite good jumping reach, really good tackling. He's probably going to be a similar price, 22 caps for the Gambian national team. Maybe not quite as much as you'd hope for at 25 years old, but he's doing alright. And he played for Anderlecht for the last couple of years. If we look at he's got really good ratings this season. 7.16 rating. He's doing really good. There's not much I don't like about him. Again, he's another player that enjoys big matches, fairly consistent. The only problem is he might fail to get a work permit. I don't think he will because of his age and because of his wage. But if you look here, competitive streak, very one-footed, might have a problem adapting to the country. I'm a little bit concerned. Actually, if we go to Chancellor Mbemba and we go to overview, it says he's 3.5, so he's maybe not quite as good as Janssen, but not far off. Same with Sané. We've also got Tyrone Mings, who will probably cost us quite a bit more. He's slightly better in terms of kind of some of the other technical abilities that aren't relevant to a centre-back. Obviously, he can play really well at left-back. Really good physicals, quite good mentals, pretty good physicals. Not amazing, but good tackling. Very one-footed, no international experience, but apparently as a centre-back would be 3.5. So he's quite good, but he'll be probably more than Mbemba. And then after that, we've got one with really good physicals, apart from maybe the pace. I don't mind him, he'd be quite cheap, but I think we're getting into the stage now of players who probably aren't going to be great. Got Malang Sarr, who you know, I'm sure everyone knows, he's incredible in every game he's ever been in part of. I really do like him. The only problem is, again, I mean, because of his age, he probably would get a work permit, because we're probably going to be paying him quite a bit in wages anyway, which will get him over the line. He'll be really good, but he's one of those players I guarantee we're going to have to pay quite a lot. I think I'm going to make an offer, because I really like his mentals, I really like his tackle. Heading and jumping reach is quite low, so I don't think we really want to pay more than about 12 million for him. We're going to go in with sort of maybe 9 up front. We're going to do, after 50 league appearances, we'd like to give him another mil. I think instalments, so the next 3 years, we'll give them another, let's say, 2.5. And just to sweeten the deal, we'll give them 10% of next sale. Wow, okay, they only want 14.25 mil. Bring that down to 2 million. They've locked in their offer at 14.5. We're going to accept it. All right, we're not necessarily going to go for him, but we now made an offer of Malang Sarr for 14.5 million. I'm going to go back to Mbemba because I do think I prefer him. I just love this scout report. They really like him. But we haven't watched him play a match, which is a bit. David Ruiz, he's alright. He's quite a good scout. Nothing special, but we're going to make an offer. They reckon we can get him for 14.5. So I'm going to make an offer. We're going to go in at 9.5 installments. Let's say 2.2 percentage of profit for next sale, 10%. We'll lock that in. I don't want to pay any more than that for sell-on clause. And I think maybe after league appearances, 50 games, another mil. Let's see what they say. Okay, maybe we've overpaid, but they've accepted 12.75. which is obviously less than Malang Sarr. Although Sarr would be a better long-term investment, we need someone to come in and be solid straight away. If we compare, where is it? Malang Sarr. It's actually really close, isn't it? So Mbemba's better at finishing, heading, long shots, and that is it for physicals. I'm already doubting myself a little bit. I think maybe Malang Sarr's cheaper just because he has no international experience. Looks like Mbemba's actually not that much better. Obviously, you are getting, well, I mean, the same height. Mbemba's had a poorer season. Cool, I'm really doubting myself here. Okay, so that's one. We're going to... I don't think I want Tyron Mings. He's got really high wage demands. Probably going to be quite expensive. I'm going to make an offer anyway, just to kind of sweeten the deal. We're not going to pay more than 15 million, so we're going to go 2.5. I'm going to go $1 million after league appearances. Percentage profit next sale, 10%. Lock that in. They want 18.5. Right, okay. So they're pretty much locked in. They're happy with 16.75. Interesting. We made a few offers now. Dale Fry is one that got really good heading and jumping reach, 6'4", right-footed, fairly good at other positions. I really like him. Look at his overview. Another one, big matches, consistent. This one's going to be the cost of him. He's going to cost a fortune. We would like to go in, but they're not doing very well. Southampton are really struggling this season in bottom of the league, so it could force their hand. We're going at maybe 2.5 monthly after 50 league appearances. We'll go maybe another 2. Percentage of next sale, 10%. They want 33 million. Alright, can't do that. I actually haven't shown you the finances, so we've got 13 million in the budget. We can adjust that ever so slightly. Plus we might, well, obviously we're going to have money coming in for Janssen, so that's not too much of a problem. I think that's all we're going to do for the moment. Obviously we've got this guy who's not that, he's alright, he's got really good jumping reach, good heading. He's at Brighton, but we haven't fully scouted him, so I'm a bit nervous to go for him. That's all we're going to do in terms of bids. We're going to go ahead a little bit here. Now all these offers have been accepted, and Mbemba won't leave. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. We can't sign Mbemba, so that's unfortunate. Now we've got Sarr and we've got Mings. Now they want a similar wage. Obviously, we are actually going to remove that from Sarr. We're probably going to give him an extra 5%, but we are going to put in a relegation wage drop. So if we get relegated, we don't have to pay him as much. Do you know what? I'm fairly happy with that. He's going to be a rotation's fine. We're fine with that. I'm going to offer that. Okay, he doesn't quite want that. He wants... Still a little bit cheeky from him. Okay. Alright. 44k a week. I'm fine with that. If we look at Janssen. Oh, yeah, we'll send the offer. If we look at Janssen, he's on 29. Wow, he's on 29. It's quite low, isn't it? Tyron Mings, I think we'll just try and get a deal agreed with him. Maybe 39.5. Go to 40. He's happy with 40, and he hasn't got some of them other things in there, like yearly wage rise. Oh dear. So, we're going to have a decision to make very shortly. We're going to take part in the deadline day, and we'll go through that with you now. So Adam Forshaw's submitted the transfer request. Yes, he has. I'm happy to get rid of him. If we can get 10 mil for him, I'll be quite happy. We haven't had any offers yet, but I expect to very shortly. So we've got a bit of business to get through. So Janssen set to sign for Real Madrid. We're going to have to accept it. We don't have much. Passionate. Good luck with the next step of your career. We're disappointed to lose you, but you've earned this chance. Make sure you give it your all. He's had a great time here, but you can't let the opportunity pass him by. He's been with us for 4 years, 3.5 years. Fantastic. And it is a shame, but he has to go. Now, Mings is set to sign. Is there anything else we can do for the moment? This guy? No. Okay, we don't want to do any more business. We don't need to sign anyone else. Although this guy looks good. Adam Lewis. Oh, he's on loan, so we can't do much of him. Oh, I have to make a decision. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Oh dear. I can't delay it. What? I can't delay the transfer to see if Malang Sarr will join. Oh no. Let's compare them. Okay, so we don't really care about this. That's more of a left-back trait. So Sarr's better at finishing, first touch, free kick taking. Mings is better at heading, long shots, long throw, and technique. Mings is slightly faster, but not as agile, not as good balance, not as naturally fit, not as much stamina. I don't think that matters too much. Mings is left-footed only, but he is 5 inches taller. Better heading, better jumping reach by quite a bit. Obviously we know Malang Sarr will be a better option for the future, but is he better right now? There's actually an argument to say that Tyrone Mings might be a better player. I mean, they can both play left back. Look at their report. Thing is, if I say no to Mings and then Malang Sarr doesn't get a work permit, we are in trouble. So, based on literally that alone, because there's not much difference between them, we're going to sign Tyrone Mings. Accepted. We have accepted, and we've accepted the bid for Tyrone Mings, and we can see here that confirmation that Janssen's gone. Roof developing concerns. He's unhappy that Janssen's left. Do you know what, mate? So am I. But he appreciates that I've come and talked to him about it. Mings, okay. First team player and could still improve. Expect to be a first teamer. Mings, you're coming into the team. Wow, okay. Tyrone Mings. We're going to give him number 4. On the roof, invite him to the club. Interesting. Really didn't expect this to happen. When I got that offer for Janssen, I knew it was all going to go up in flames because we can't let him go. Sarr's work permit has been granted. Now, obviously, we now can't afford Sarr. We also don't need Sarr when we've got Cooper. And if we look at our squad depth, we've got Clark, Cooper, Mings, Helm. That is 4 really good players. Helm's still got a bit of development to do, but he's really good. I think we're fine. If we look at Cooper, 16 tackling, 15 heading, 14 jumping reach, incredible mentals. He's very slow, but he's not that old yet, still only 28, so he's good enough to be our starting still. We're going to go for that. Clark is left-footed, isn't he? Yeah, he's not left only, so he could still play right centre back. We're gonna cancel the transfer for Sarr. Now we've also got this guy called Centurion, which is a fantastic name. He's now had a work permit granted. 19-year-old goalkeeper, 4.5 million was his release clause. If we look at him already. He's phenomenal. His eccentricity is really low, which is good. Anything higher than sort of 8 is bad, because it means they come out and they do stupid stuff. He's really good. Really, really good. 19 years old, already 10 under-20s international caps for Argentina. I think he's going to be phenomenal. I think we've got to sign him. I think we really have to sign him. Found him in Argentina. I basically just went to Newell's, the team. Got a scout report for the whole team. And he looked like he was really good. So we're going to accept that deal as well. yeah, we'll let the fans know that we couldn't help that transfer for Janssen. We had to do it, unfortunately. We finalise. Wow, he's come in with a 4-star rating already. Wow. Although he thinks he's going to be a key player, that could be a problem. I didn't check that on the. Oh, I had to because there was interest from Liverpool and Man City. He's already gone up to 3.3 as his rate value, so we're going to have to register him as well because of his age. So we'll confirm that. Sign squad number 44, because why not? So another confirmed dealing. Don't really care about O'Connell, no offence to him. But yeah, we're just going to go through this transfer because... oh, bogus. Interesting. He's actually a really good player, 18 years old. Look at his potential, look at his ability. He's already really good. I think we'll potentially could loan him out. Getting towards the end of the transfer window. How is our... we're pretty much not going to be able to do any business now. I think we've still got a bit of money, but we don't want to completely deplete us in case we get relegated. Unlikely. If we look at our finances now, 4 million in the transfer budget. We're already ahead of our wage. In fact, if we adjust our wage budget, so we're within the wage budget, 3.7 million, 14 in the bank. I don't think we can make any more business now. Alright, so here it is, guys. English transfer window roundup done. £353 million spent. Callum McGregor, top signing. Do you know what? Quite low, actually. Arsenal done really well in getting Edouard, already valued at 37 million, so that's brilliant for them. Fair play. But yeah, Southampton had to spend big, didn't they? They were really struggling. But finally, just to round it up, then we'll go to our transfer history. Players bought in January. Tyrone Mings for up to 16.75 million. I think he'll be good. He'll be really good for us. And then we got Centurion, the youngster goalkeeper. Again, he might not be a regular starter, but I think he'll be really good. And then we've got, going out of the club, unfortunately, Pontus Jansson. Absolutely gutted about that. He's now valued at 15.5 million. We let him go for 16.7. Really, really disappointed by that, but he had to go. But that's it, really. We've made our transfers. Now, if we look at the bench, if we look at our kind of squad now, it's still quite big. I would have liked to get rid of Forshaw, but unfortunately we couldn't do that. In terms of our squad, we're looking good. Centurion's one of those players that I actually would like to start him if we compare him now to Kiko Casilla. Casilla's got better physicals, largely better mentals, except vision and decisions. Technicals are okay, you know, they're similar in a lot of things. Looks like Casilla's got better kicking, better passing, better reflexes, better throwing, but Centurion's got better command of the area, handling, one-on-ones, rushing out, tendency to punch, which isn't necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, but decisions and vision being higher, balance being better, they're very similar, you know. And obviously he's, well, Casilla's 33 and Centurion's 19, so I'm not sure if he's going to start. I'm going to have to see how it goes, but Casilla has been phenomenal for us, so it'd be harsh to get rid of him. So that's it, end of the transfer window. Bought in a couple of really good players. I think we're going to do well. I don't think we're going to make European football, but we've done really well, and that is going to be it for the transfer window. We've rounded up. If we have a look here, we've highest income on transfers, 34 million, highest spent, or 34 million. So if we look at our transfer history, 35 total out, 49 spent. I'm happy with that. We've done really well. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. It's going to be a really long episode. I don't know how long I've been recording for. Probably looking at about a half an hour episode, if not more, but that's something to worry about for later. I'm recording this before episode 4 goes live, or about, I think episode 4 goes live in an hour. So I've recorded a couple of these in advance, so I've got time to edit this. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please like it. This has been a really long episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. I definitely have enjoyed doing this. Been a bit stressful, but but it's done. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.